I don't think there's any way to explain to anybody even remotely paying attention to what's going on, how things are changing at levels and at areas and in areas so drastic, I can't even get my hand, head, heart, soul around them. I can't. It's bigger than anything I've ever seen in my life. At so many levels. I don't even know where to start. You could take one topic. I could take one topic. And you could absolutely positively for the rest of the week focus on it. The Diddy story is exploding. Exploding. You don't understand. It's like the underneath support structure of a building that everybody is watching. Thank you, Papa Kilo, too. Thank you. Unbelievable. It is you people think, oh, it's about it. No, it's about Oprah, it's about Steve Harvey, it's about this guy Kevin Hart, it's about people, by the way, who are working, honest to God, people who are working for doing ads for like Chase or whatever. Say, do you understand what Steve Harvey, Jay-Z, do you see about Jay-Z and Rock Nation with this thing at Times Square with they use these folks as props, as pawns, as, I don't know. I don't want to say, we use the word DEI, and sometimes it's like that's not DEI, but you use people sometimes as a cover, as a front, as a look. We're working with Jay-Z. We are, yeah, right. Oh, sure, yeah. Right, Jay-Z? Huh? Yeah. Oh, he knows all about big multi-billion-dollar construction and gaming and oh, sure, look at him. He knows. It's this facade. It's this world. Did you hear Leon Panetta call what Israel's doing as terrorism? Jesus. Are you watching Fox when it comes to, listen, we don't talk about Israel here because remember, what you don't care about for the most part, my audience here, Israel, Ukraine, AI, not interested. Just, UFOs too. Doesn't work. Other things, everybody, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but what's going on right now, and there was something I saw on one of my rotations of people coming on Fox News to talk about anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism has somehow been subsumed under the rubric of being anti-Netanyahu or against Israel's war policy. That's not anti-Semitism, but you see how the conflation works? Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, please. I ask you, buckle up, get ready for Freddie. We're going to go like you've never seen before. Make sure you're subscribed to Lionel Nation. Get back and hang on. But first, a word from our sponsor. According to Dr. Stephen Gundry, a famous cardiothoracic surgeon, nutrition expert, and health advocate, you should seriously consider high-quality olive oil as a part of your routine, whether it's taking a shot of it daily or keeping a bottle of it in your bathroom medicine cabinet. According to Dr. Gundry, some olive oils are so powerful, it may only take a few tablespoons a week to see incredible health benefits. So how can you tell between an olive oil that can be a health booster and one which really isn't up to par? In an effort to answer that question, Dr. Gundry has decided to take a stand and release his personal research and findings. This video has gone viral since its release, and it's important you see it so you can start benefiting immediately. You can watch the video right now by going to getolive1.com/Lionel or by clicking the link in the description box included below. That's getolive1.com/Lionel, or just click on the link in the description box. People who have taken his advice have shared their results with him, saying the olive oil they bought after learning this simple rule has helped change their lives. Make sure you go to getolive1.com/Lionel or click on the link in the description box below in this video. There is no president in charge as we speak. Let me start off with you right now, and I want you to listen to this. I want you to sit down, and I want you to stop talking for a moment, and I want you to listen to me. And I want you to understand that there is no president as we speak. It's like you're on a plane and you're looking, and there's no pilot. There's nobody in the cockpit. Did you see, are they on autopilot? No. Who's running the pilot? I don't know. No. Who's in charge? I don't know. Stewardess, flight attendant, yes. Could you please tell me who's in charge? I don't know. What? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Who is in charge? I'm going to say this again. This is the biggest story ever. Everybody from the Biden White House, listen to me. They've all left. They're working with Kamala. There's nobody there. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you recognize what I'm saying? Are you aware of what I'm saying? Are you following what I'm saying? This is the most incredible story in the world. There is no one involved. This isn't like a robo surgery or anything like that. Nobody's saying anything. You should stop right now. We have, theoretically, the first lady who's running the show blatantly.
I'll turn it over to Joe.
You did good things, Joe.
You did good things, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. President.
She is so furious. She's out. Point number 2. When they are done with you, that's it. When they are done with you, that's it. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's it. Harvey Weinstein, Alec Baldwin, gone. Wait till you see what happens with Oprah, with everybody else to say, that's enough. What do you mean? That's enough. Clooney, Oprah. You know who stays out of the mix? Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. He's not involved in this stuff. Certain people just aren't doing this stuff. Clooney, who are some of the others who are the usual suspects? The usual. Not even, Jane Fonda. I want to say something about this. Jane Fonda, I don't agree with her. I thought she is a poster child for infantilism. But Jane Fonda at least believed what she was saying. Understand this? Believed it. Still does. Bernie Sanders, I don't know about now, believed he was for all practical purposes, a socialist his whole life. He believed it. Bill de Blasio was as close to what you would call a commie, though he's not, because communism, people think they still don't know. They still don't understand what communism means. They don't understand it. It's like when they use the word involving sex trafficking or child trafficking, they use the word pedophile. It's like, no. That's like saying a slave master is a racist. We are so imprecise with words in this country. We don't care. Just look what people write. Nobody writes anything. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you're writing. Crypto says, thanks, Mr. and Mrs. L. Thank you, Crypt. Appreciate it, my friend. This is something which is really important to understand. They don't understand kind of the words of things. It's one of those stories. But we do not have anybody in charge. And there are people who are just kind of running the show, but aren't really a part of any kind of ideological anything. Oprah Winfrey is so phony. What is a balloon? Is a balloon in the air or the balloon shape? I don't know. Without the air, the balloon is nothing. But without the shape of the balloon, you can't see the air. I don't know. It's like water. We could go through all this stuff. It is the most important thing in the world. And thank you for no more misplaced or misspelled, I should say, and misarticulated articulation and disambiguation. Thank you. This is incredible. This is Joe Biden. This is the most important message. This is in Delaware. The president, whatever, of India is here, part of the BRICS nations, to try to work to reformulate, to reconnect with us and commerce, trade, etc. This is your president.
I want to thank you all for being here. And now, who am I introducing next? Who's next?
He's there. It's him.
Distinguished guests, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India.
Look at this. I mean, they're laughing at us. And then there's this.
Until this is all over, we've heard other Democrats.
By the way, look at this. Watch the face. Watch the affect. Watch Jake Tapper. Look what's going on. Jake Tapper is trying to say, I'm going to do my best to try to come out and explain something. How do I explain to the rest of the world that the woman who seeks to be the president is not speaking to anybody? Hello, do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? No. I don't think anybody really is saying, do you know what this means? Not only is there no one in charge of the government, but the person who's running for president theoretically is not saying anything, is not doing any town halls, any questions, any meeting with journalists, press conferences, nothing. And even crazy Jake
Only
Tapper.
A few weeks left until this is all over. We've heard other Democrats in your position suggesting that they want to see more from Vice President Harris and Governor Walz in terms of not necessarily speeches in controlled environments.
Now look at the smiles, look at the batting of the eye, and prepare yourself for some of the biggest bullshit anybody has ever heard. She's on there knowing she's about to spew bovine egesta. She's about to spew it, extravasate, ooze, secrete, Vesuvius-like torrents of this BS. She knows she's going to do it with this fake, plastic, artificially constructed face, this plastic affect, this empty, vacant, vapid, vacuous soul.
But town halls with voters, more interviews, mixing it up, press conferences.
Yes.
We're only 44 days to the election. Do you agree? Would you like to see more of that?
Look at the smile.
You know, I have incredible confidence in both the Vice President and Governor Walz. They have shown that they are happy warriors.
Happy.
They are able to answer tough questions, and they are eager to get back into the debate.
They're able to get back into be happy. They're happy warriors, ladies and gentlemen. They're happy. And I feel like parts of the country like Rochester and others as well, I see they're happy, and they're happy warriors. And the fact that they're not saying anything in no way should be interpreted as the fact that they don't know anything. When are you going to stop? Cobb says, good morning, new name for Guatemala, Cool Whip, no substance. You know, it's very interesting. Did you know that Cool Whip is theoretically, I don't want to say vegan, but there's like non-dairy. It's like so are Oreos. I didn't realize what. There's nothing there. Anyway. Next, repeat after me. Do not believe anything. Do not believe anything. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up. Look up to the heavens and understand and listen to Uncle Lenny. Believe nothing. When I tell you something, I don't want you to believe me. I want you to verify what I'm saying. Don't just listen and go, okay. Question it. Always say, does this make any sense? Is this right? Do this. Never let anybody tell you anything and have you just nod your head. Don't be obeisant. Don't do it. Don't. And understand something. President Trump cannot make unforced errors. I know you don't want to hear this. I know you hate to hear it. You hate for me to talk about your favorite boyfriends and girlfriends. You hate it. Like that stupid Bobby Kennedy Jr. that you're in love with. I'm thinking, keep him away. No, I want to see him in charge of health. Are you kidding me? He's a scandal ready to happen. What are you doing? Well, I think he'd be wonderful for HHS. Are you? He's crazy. What are you talking about? No. Crypto says nauseating thinking of leaving to validate. Nauseating thinking of leaving to validate. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Dear friends, I'm going to play for you Oliver Reed when he was drunk one time and they were saying, I don't know what you're saying. Carla, the cooking CEO, says we should demand a press conference, rapid fire for Guatemala. A nome de mueca. Well, let me tell you something, a couple of things. And thank you for that. We don't have any, how do I say this? None de muela. Muchísimas gracias. Let me see. It means, let me see here. I put nome de muela and it came not ne of mola. From it doesn't matter. I love that. I love doing the wrong pronunciation. I'll take something like, thank you to your grandmother for the pencil box, and don't forget to hit the garage door latch before implementing the retro rocket. And then I'll put it into, let's say, Italian or French, and I'll send it to people, and they will wonder what the hell is this guy saying. But thank you. We cannot demand anything. Look at this. Here we go. Try it again. You said validate yourself. It's nauseating to think to leave. Again, I don't know what that means. Thank you. I have no idea what that means. I have no. Maybe this is good. I have a question, Crypto Dominic. Yes, having been validation to leave. It's a good thought, though. We don't have any authority or any kind of jurisdiction to tell Kamala you have to have a press conference. We have none. We have no jurisdiction. There are these people who are kind of missing the point. And there was this one, and I hope you're following me on X at X. Used to be called Twitter. I still can't do X. X is the worst. That's the worst name I have ever heard. But there was this one particular thing I brought up. And I want to show it to you. It is. See. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. I put the wrong thing up. Doggone it. We have this thing in our place here where if I type something, sometimes this is all on my share keyboard. So I'll put something up. And she'll put something up. And as I'm typing, I'll put something that has what I think is what I'm citing as the source, but it's an article like nocturnal flatulence or something, and it'll be the wrong thing. It's fascinating. Let me see if I can bring this to. Forgive me for this one particular. No, I've got to go back and I got to watch something. Forgive me for this. No. This is a while back. Now I'm going back. I'm saying, did I screw things up? Did I put these things? Sometimes I'll look, I'm saying, why did I do this? Why? What was the purpose of this? Hang on a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. This is live. This is live TV, so to speak, ladies and germs. Live speak. Live. Hang on a minute. This card. Just talk amongst yourselves. Let me see here. If you knew what I did during the day, if you knew the amount of time that I have to spend, or that I do spend, just maintaining stuff, it would absolutely amaze you. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Just a minute. Keep talking amongst yourselves. Keep talking amongst yourselves. Keep talking. One more thing. I know this is boring, but you got to bear with me. Good. All right. Okay. Good. I like this. One more thing. Keep talking. I love these people who have. My dream one day is to have like about 10 producers where I can just come out, do my stuff. I say, put it up. See, I'm going to go now. Put it up. Do this. Make sure you do it on this platform. It would be I don't even know what I would do. I probably would cry. I would be in the position of just falling to my knees and crying over the notion that I could actually do something that great and that wonderful, but I can't. Not yet. We're just a one-man ship here. Keep talking amongst yourself. Let me see this. There we go. All right. Almost done. Somebody before I was watching this, somebody was saying, and please, I want all of you to do one of these yourself. Do me a favor and promise me that you will do your own live stream or whatever it is. First, you get these people. He's late. What? He's late. Yeah, he's late. Who are you? Who am I? I'm here. Where is he? What's going on here? Excuse me, who are you again? Doesn't matter who I am. I'm Mr. Entitled. That's who I am. Louis C.K. did a very good thing one time. He said, when people say, hey, psst, how come there's no Wi-Fi? You're on a plane. You're flying through space in an aluminum tube. You're defying everything and the Wi-Fi, and you're just saying, come on. It's this sense of, that's my favorite. Another one too is, he's changing subjects. That's the best. If you have a child who ever says to you, Mom, yeah, listen, I got to talk to you. First of all, I'm your dad, so it's okay. What is it, son, daughter? You change subjects. What? Sometimes when I talk to you, you'll say something and then you'll change the subject. You mean a new idea? Yeah. Come on, grab your stuff. We're going to the doctor. Yes. Doctor, something's wrong with my child. What? He can't handle more than one subject, I guess, an hour. No medication, but we need remedial help. This is what you deal with on a regular basis. This is what I saw somebody today. I wanted, and I have to calm myself down. I have to walk away and calm down because I'm thinking to myself, do you know what you're saying? I had to watch this. I walk by and I look, and there's a kind of a Fox thing, and somebody somewhere was saying, we have to stop anti-Semitism. And I want to go get in the car or whatever, go to 6th Avenue, storm into Fox News and say, listen, do you numbnuts? Let me explain something to you. If I am against what the IDF or the government of Israel is doing internally, externally, domestically, whether it comes to taxation, I don't like Bibi Netanyahu, I don't like this, I don't like anything. If I have a beef with the Israeli government, that does not mean I'm anti-Semitic. Stop conflating the trope. There are anti-Semites. There are people who are, this is another one I got to tell you, there are people who are against Jews and Judaism. Yes, you're right. That's a different story. But there are people who say, no, there are Jewish people. There are Israelis, read Haaretz, who are against bombing campaigns, what they're doing with explosives and pagers or whatever, who are against what's going on in Lebanon. They are Jews and Israelis, and they're not anti-Semitic. Stop with this conflation. And I'm not going to leave until this group understands this. Do you mean to tell me that you think that if somebody is against an Israeli government IDF bombing program, you're anti-Jewish? What? I don't understand this. Where does this come from? Where did you go to school to learn this? If I am against reparations, I am not racist. If I am against DEI, I am not racist. If I want free speech to be eliminated and truncated, I'm not communist. If you've missed a period, you're not pregnant necessarily. If you've never had a period, I mean, do I have to go back and say, where do you get these words from? Do you know what you're saying? There is this trope, this meme, this insanity. And I want somebody to answer one question. I got to tell you this. I know you don't care about Israel, and I know you don't care. And I don't even bother with it because, first of all, it's not. We got problems here. I'll get to Israel when we get everything squared away here. Because that thing is just, President Trump, you have no idea what keeps proverbially keeps me up at night. We had a thing, we had some little truck in the Lincoln Tunnel the other day. Some truck had a problem. Oh my God, it shut everything down. Don't get me started with that. Don't get me started with this. Do you know Leon Panetta? Time out. He's changing topics. I want you to know this. Leon Panetta one time. Do you remember the time when they supposedly dispatched bin Laden? And I don't know how many people, how many SEAL Team 6. There were like 50 people who were the man who shot bin Laden. How many? Did that story ever make sense to you? Did the bin Laden story ever make sense to you? Anybody? Where in the Quran did you say anything about burial at sea? Do you think Muhammad or anybody at the time of the Quran saw that? Wait, hold it. We need something about burial at sea, because they swore they referred to in a landlocked in the desert area. Burial at sea is not anyway. Does that ever make any sense to you? Does everybody say, why does somebody say, listen, in Abbottabad? Do you remember Abbottabad? Abbottabad is where they found him, right? In Pakistan. This was like their West Point. It was where the military academies are. And the biggest building, almost, it looked like San Simeon, a hearse. It's this thing that stuck out. That's where he was. Wait a minute. What? That's where he was. That's where he was? Yeah. Anybody go and check? I don't know. But somebody came into a local police station and said, I think I know where he is. It's over there. It's that big building you never checked. That huge police, out of these little, not huts, but these little, that big building. You never went in there? Yeah, he's in there. Remember the picture of him they showed? He had his back turned. He was watching this little Sylvania with the rabbit ears. He was watching, I don't know, Howdy Doody. And he had this really dark. Remember this story? It stunk. Everything about it stunk. It's like, what? Wait a minute. What? Benazir Bhutto said, he's dead. Mullah Omar killed him. Benazir Bhutto. You think she knows about it? She was killed by Pakistan. She knew about Pakistan ISI. Nobody knows anything. But they believed this story, so they went in, and instead of saying, wait a minute, hold it. Yeah, SEAL Team 6, hold him. I want you to surround him. I want to get him. just like you did Saddam Hussein. You didn't go in there and go, drop a grenade into this rat hole or whatever. No, you took him, you put him on trial, you did whatever. You want to get the guy who's the architect of international terror. But no, they went in shooting. That story made. Then there was this one, remember this one particular era? Was it the Chinook team or something who it all blew up? Nobody remembers anything. They just it's like a big blur. Go, yeah. And those morons on Fox News, this morning crew, where do they get these people? Seriously, do they take stupid pills every day? Can you dumb it down? There you go. Do they watch Hee Haw for? I mean, have you ever? I can't take it. It's the dumbest group of people I've ever been in my life. They're actively goofy. Well, I think let's go and find out about Corinne Jean-Pierre. Okay, Steve Ducey. Thank you, Mrs. Falbo. Hello, Brian Kilmeade. Hello, how are you? Let's go to the diner again. Okay, let's go to the diner. Let's ask them what they think. You like Trump, huh? I love our troops. Yeah, yay. I'm thinking this isn't even kindergarten. Kindergarten at least has a purpose. It's not even preschool. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you call it. I don't even know where to start. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say anti-Semitism does not mean you've got a beef against bombing citizens. That's not anti-Semitic. Hello? Anybody here? Anybody listening? And there's a million people from Israel behind me saying, you're right. I mean, this is how do they do that? How do they get away with it? In any event, Leon Panetta. I know it's a long way to go, but I'm getting back. Remember the story where they were sitting in the Situation Room? Bad signaling. They had that. Remember that admiral who wore the brown. Not Mike Mullins. I'm trying to remember these names. It was Leon Panetta. It was Obama, who was wearing like a blue jacket. He was sitting down. It was Joe Biden. It was Hillary. Hillary was either smelling her hand or doing something. There was some girl in the back. She looked like a secretary kind of walked by and said, "Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, we're watching the film of Obama. I mean, of Osama." Really? Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. All right. That's pretty good. We got him. Yeah. Okay. And Hillary was like, "Oh my God!" It said the moment of impact. Okay, you got that? You got that scene? Leon Panetta, ladies, later on said, "No, the helmet cam was down. We were watching nothing." What? We were watching nothing. There was no helmet cam, nothing. So what were they doing? They were pretending. They were pretending. The biggest picture, and nobody once ever said, "Wait a minute." Remember how years ago they said Mount Suribachi? Did they put the flag up? Was this afterwards? They go, who cares? This is Iwo Jima. We were there. They put the flag up. Okay, whatever. Then MacArthur actually go, "I shall return." Is that him waiting into? We don't ask anything. But meanwhile, Fox News will spend 20 minutes saying anti-Semitism. Don't say anything about Israel. Please. Don't be anti-Semitic. That's not anti-Semitic. It's when you obscure, it's like the word racist. You obscure it. If somebody in the university is beaten or threatened because he's wearing a kippah or a yarmulke or whatever, that's anti-Semitism. That's wrong. That's discrimination. That sort of thing. Same thing with racism or anything else. How did we lose ourselves in this? How? Anyway, so Leon Panetta, that guy, and nobody talks about it, saying, yeah, this is terrorism. What? You think anybody's talking about that? Nope. Why? Because you're like this. You've got so many blinders on, you can't even see the idea of blinders not supposed to obscure your vision. You're completely, you've had everything occluded in toto. Do you understand what I'm saying? Lou Lewis says, I think that whoever really is in charge has just told her to shut the F up. Whenever she speaks, it's just a gift to the next Trump team. Absolutely. That's precisely, Lou. You're 100% correct. Dodger says, I am the walrus. Ah, cuckoo, cuckoo. Get it? Walrus? Very good. I like that. Crypto says, it's nauseating thinking of leaving this live television to not take your word for and validate for myself what you're speaking to. It's nauseating thinking of leaving this and not taking it. Okay. I don't want you to be nauseous or nauseated. Is Diddy's affair disrupting the Democratic momentum? In part. We'll get to that in a moment. We can film Obama's room, but not a ship to save spacemen in Laden's cave. Yes. How about those? How about those people? How did we say this? Those poor space astronauts. I guess it's kind of redundant. They just forgot. Oh yeah, maybe Elon can help. Okay, listen to this one. In 2002, I believe. All of this is there. Remember, this is back to Diddy now. Bing, new topic, sort of. Back to Diddy. Diddy is so people are saying, shut him up. What do you mean? Shut him up. We're getting scared. Okay. No, you don't understand. Oh, yes, we do. No, you don't. Shut him up. And all of a sudden, people like Usher is claiming, well, I closed down my Twitter account because, oh, that was a mistake. Oh, they're freaking out. Rose McGowan. Oh, yeah, hacked. Yeah, right. Listen to, Pink. Whoa. Remember something, and I put this on my little X channel at Lionel Media. And this is important. If you're not doing this, you're missing the point 100%. Well, listen to this. There's this piece. There's this tweet he put up, and it says, let me read it as follows. Oh, I love the way how the Crips are now going after TDA, Tren de Aragua. You've got the Crips and the Bloods and gangbangers going out to protect people. This is beautiful. Anyway, there is this one piece. I'm going to show it to you. Where is it? Oh, it's this one little, it's this thing that God, Elon retweeted it. I'm trying to find it for you, and it's so good. And it says something about, this is about Twitter is a crime scene. Oh, here we go. He retweeted this from December of 2022, and it says, Twitter is both a social media company and a crime scene because it records everything. Everything that people speak of, everything that people do, everything that people, things that may not make sense now, but then later on, it makes complete and total sense to the point where people say, oh, I get it. This is Diddy in 2002, I believe. Watch this with Conan.
Now, you're legendary for the parties that you throw. Mm-hmm. You throw a great party.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
You know.
Now, this is when he feels impervious, impermeable, and impenetrable. He feels like there's nothing that can possibly be done to stop him. Okay, listen to his words.
Huh?
Yeah. You got a live show. You got a live.
I have a live show now. Yeah. You're a killer party. What's the ingredient? What do you do to make just an amazing killer?
Okay, a killer party. Listen to this and how this does not, as they say, age well.
Party, because mine, I put out the Cheese Whiz. I put on the Paula Anka.
Wrong
no
move.
One comes. Wrong move.
See, you're doing the wrong things.
Wrong
boy.
thing. Okay.
This is what you need to do. Women.
Women.
Of course.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful men for the ladies, of course.
Beautiful men. Remember that?
Wouldn't it be better if there weren't beautiful men there? There were just a lot of beautiful women and then just the guy?
No. You have to make. There's enough ladies to go around. You have to make the ladies, give the ladies what they need too. You know, you have to take care of your women.
Take care of the ladies, okay?
Listen to what he's saying. Nobody's really, at the time, it seemed like, okay, it's rather innocuous. Compare it to what's happening now.
Gotcha. That's good.
Can't force the situation.
Right.
Can't force the situation? Well, let the evidence contradict that, sir.
What about...
Can't force a square peg into a round hole.
That's the story of my life, my friend.
Okay, you need that.
I wish you had told me that a long time ago.
Well, I'm here now, brother. It's not too late.
What about like celebrities? You have a lot of celebrities
Okay,
at your...
first you have to listen. I'm giving you the menu, okay?
The menu.
Take things slow, okay? Okay, it's all right. He's learning. He's learning,
and I'm slow.
Yes.
I'm very slow.
Check it out. This is my man. We go way back, but he hasn't told y'all that. We'll talk about that later.
We go way back.
Way back. But check this out.
When was that, by the way? We'll get to that later. All right.
Okay. Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different
Plurals.
blend. You need
Blends.
the ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No.
What?
No. I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're going to leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Locks on the doors. Did you hear this? Shades of what the hell was his name on? I lose my Matt Lauer. Remember Matt Lauer had this button he could push and he couldn't leave. Remember Matt Lauer? Remember that? He just went away, didn't he? He just went away.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
Rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking about?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy. New word for you.
Yeah. Nobody.
Now, this is a guy, believe it or not, this is, to me, this, oh my God. First, this is nothing that is being done is being developed as we speak. What do I mean by that? Let me go back. Do you remember, do you know that when the iPhone, the new iPhones come in, you do know that they're not waiting for the new editions before the new iPhone comes in, right? These editions have been available forever. You know that, right? They have been available forever. They're not just, how do I say this? They have deliberate rollouts, planned obsolescence. So nobody says, well, you know, we'll have a new iPhone when we come up with a new operating system or something. But for now, this is as good as it gets. No, absolutely not. They've got more versions of this already lined up than you could imagine. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, that means that by analogy, there are people, and this is important. There are people who are in the prosecutorial business who they've known this forever, and they're letting it leak little by little by little. Then they have supersedious indictments. You have an indictment on day one, and then the supersedious comes and goes, you know what? We're going to either add somebody on, add a defendant, add a charge. They know this. They've known him forever. And the thing that is the most fascinating are people like Oprah saying, wait a minute. Why is he doing this? If 10% of what, now Oprah is very, remember, she's always been involved tangentially in these weird faith here. What was his name? John the God, or what's his name? Or who? John of God. Remember that one? You don't just find yourself all of a sudden saying, you mean to tell me he's a trafficker? I didn't know that. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody just, you don't, find yourself. There are people who tell you, people of security teams, law enforcement, especially when you're at that level, somebody tells you, don't go near this person. That's why Trump's got to stay away. Ultimately, Bobby Kennedy is going to be a problem. And a lot of folks don't get that. I'm changing the subject. Andrew Tate, but I'm not putting them together, but this Don Jr. and Kimberly, these people don't know. They are just waiting to be pounced on. They are too immature to handle this. They haven't grown up yet, and they don't know how to behave. Okay, back to this. So Oprah is sitting back saying, why are they going after Diddy? What's going on? Usher saying, wait a minute, what? They're not going to know about this, are you? Justin Bieber. And a lot of people say, I don't want to be the victim. I don't want to be this thing where they're going to, because people are saying now for the first time, Justin Bieber lived with him when he was how old? I mean, what? All of this was right in front of you. I gave you the analogy before about bin Laden. I said, all this stuff I told you about bin Laden. Many of you have said, I didn't know that. Or, I knew that, but I didn't think about it like that. Or that's what this is. This is huge. You can just start tick, 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 just start ticking off the people. Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Pat Williams must be thinking, oh my, what do you think they've said to him? What do you think his folks have said? Monique, everybody, Weinstein must be thinking, hey, I may be able to help some things. Yeah. Listen, do me a favor. Call the prosecutor. Yeah. I know a few things about Diddy. Now, that may either, dare I say, accelerate some bad stuff or may give him a break. But everybody is thinking, I'm not going to be left holding the bag. No way. And this starts everything. And watch now, Oprah. And then all of a sudden, what Oprah doesn't understand is you're expendable. Do you think you're beloved? Do you think the people who put you in power love you? Ask Harvey Weinstein. Look at Alec Baldwin. Where's Alec Baldwin? I know you don't care, but I don't care whether you like him or not. This guy was the go-to feller for the Democratic Party. Where is he now? Nowhere. Nobody came to his help. Nobody came to his defense. Nobody. If Clint Eastwood, a Republican, but still, if Ron Howard, Scorsese, if Spielberg had that gun issue on set, nothing would have ever happened. Nothing. No lawsuit. No, nothing. Nothing. Anybody brings a lawsuit, forget it. It would have been taken care of. That's it. Because he's one of theirs. But Alec Baldwin was left to twist in the wind. That's why Alec Baldwin had to do that stupid Living with a Baldwin. Is that thing still going forward? Oh. They have this ridiculous, he has this Hilaria. Let me, please, the plot thing is, just give me 1 second with this. He has a wife who thought, I can do a Spanish accent. I can sound like Charo. For how long? Oh, I never thought about that. Well, what if they find that you're making it up? What are you going to do? Switch back? You can't switch back. You can't. So you're going to have to talk like this for the rest of your life. And I'll bet you when it first started, he probably thought, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Did I see you on the Today Show? Are you, what is that? Chiquita, what are you? Carmen Miranda? What's that voice you're doing? I listen, no, stop that. You can't do this. Stop it now. Now it's too late. Now it's Hilaria, I'm from Mallorca. So to me, I think the cucumber, chidrula, jadrul. Interesting? Do the math. So anyway, she says, I want these kids. I want to be famous. I want to do a reality show. And they should have told her, reality shows are over. Nobody cares. You know who was the first reality show? The first family reality show? Who was it? Who was one of the best? Who was one of the best? First one ever. Growing Up Gotti. Remember that one? They were the first. That was the one. Victoria Gotti and her sons. They were it. It's over now. Nobody wants to see a bunch of contrived nonsense on their apartment when they're yelling and screaming, getting into the SUV, going out to the Hamptons, and little Rigoberto is forgot his shoe, and this one's slapping his sister. Nobody cares about that. But they committed, and the word is, Alex says, I'm not doing any publicity. Screw this. I was it. Interesting backstory. What was his real big claim to fame? Hunt for Red October. Remember Jack Ryan? Who runs that? Who was that? That was Tom Clancy. What was Tom Clancy? That's a CIA, PSYOP, cutout, whatever you want to call it. It was propaganda, a PSYOP from they made this guy Tom Clancy. Oh, well, I don't know. I just happen to know all this stuff. Really, Tom? Okay. All right. Hurt Locker. Remember when all those what was that movie? With Ben Affleck and not Farrago, where we played the actor and they went to rescue the people. It's so obvious. Anyway, Alec Baldwin for some reason said, I don't want to do any more of that. I'm going to do some other stuff. You sure about that, Alec? You sure about that? You sure? We kind of invested you in this Jack Ryan thing. You know, it might be a good idea for it. Yeah, I don't know. Any connection with the fact that he either didn't do it or they don't want him or I don't know. I don't know. But if you get the chance to do the sign of your life, how about Born Identity? Born Identity. That is so CIA, it's not even funny. PSYOP like you can't believe. Matt Damon, he's smart. He goes, don't be an Alec Baldwin. Oh, no, I'll do it. Born Identity, Identity 2, who is born again, born free. He's born. I got it. All right. Too much info, too much stuff. This is just coming at you. There's so much, and how it congeals and works together. It's fascinating. And it's coming at us from every direction there is. Every direction there is. And let me make sure you understand this one and listen like you've never listened before. Do not think for a moment that Gamala and what's his name are doing anything but flatlining. Do you hear what I'm saying? They are not winning. Nobody is for her. They're doing polls like popularity. Do you like her? Let's go to the Short Hills Mall and stop people and say, hey, how old are you? 18? That'll do. Whom do you prefer? Trump or Gamala? Oh, I want Gamala. See, there you go. Did you ask me if I'm going to vote for her? No, I didn't ask that on purpose. I said, which do you prefer? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. You see what's going? You see what's happening? You see how this thing works? Likely voters? Who knows about likely voters? None of this stuff matters. None of this matters. This is the part. This, I'm telling you, focus. Look at what you're being told. And these idiots are so stupid that when they tell everybody that she's doing well, all it does is it motivates and enlivens the Trump camp and makes these other people who are not inclined to vote in the first place even more, dare I say, torpid. Okay. Number one, I think I've said that. Or number two, preparewithlionel.com. Support our sponsor right now. The best. Period. the best deal from preparewithlionel.com is you can secure your 4-week emergency food kit right now. Save $50 when you order today. Now, let me explain something. Somebody said if somebody comes to your house and says, hey, what's all this food and stuff? Are you a prepper? Somebody said, oh, no, I'm not a prepper. I'm just, this is I save a lot of stuff. I'm just a kind of a coupon. Oh, I see. Yeah. People are still, for some reason, I don't know why, embarrassed about taking precautions for the future. I do not understand why, but they do. But preparewithlionel.com is it. Second, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. mypillow.com/Lionel. Let me tell you something. Again, you don't need me to explain to you the benefits of pillows and towels and slippers. You know that. This is a great company, a great group of people, and they are 100% American. mypillow.com, promo Lionel. Also, on October the 26th, and all of this information is contained in the description section right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. On October the 26th, I will be at the Cutting Room 10 days before the election. 10 days before the election. Performing for you in a way nobody does. Nobody does. That's all I'm going to tell you. Nobody does this. This is October the 26th. Tickets are available there. And now, super duper final. Make sure that you follow Mrs. L. Last night, she did an incredible piece on Lynn's Warriors regarding the Menendez brothers. You don't know that story is even, I knew nothing about that like I do now. And it seems that everything they claimed was correct. And we said, no, this is before we were, what year was that, honey? 89. Your parents abusing you? No, come on. That doesn't happen. Bunch of rich kids in there crazy. One guy's got a wig and Beverly. Oh, yeah? Guess what? Turns out they were right. And it's the most incredible story. Again, so many things for your buffet. Imagine this. So many subjects. So many topics, so much stuff you can't believe. All right, you got it? Okay. Crypto says we can film Bama's room, but not a ship to save spacemen. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Crypto. I want to make sure I got that. Crypto, thank you. Raul Rodriguez, thank you. Dodger 12, Lou Lewis, Carla, the cooking CEO, muchísimas gracias. And as we say in West Tampa, de nalgas and hasta los huevos. Very funny puns for those who get it. Cobbs, thank you. And thank you, dear friends. We will be with you later today. Don't forget, follow Lionel Nation to the Diddy story. I'm telling you, once you get into it and you say, oh, I understand, then you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. Talk to you later. See you at 7. Don't forget these final words, this valedictory.